It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record, 23 wins, 5 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 8'9" tall, weighing in at 156 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Green, Florida, by way of Lafayette, Louisiana, USA, presenting the number 4 ranked lightweight contender in the world, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 29 wins, 5 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 5'9" tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion and the number 3 ranked lightweight contender in the world, the Underground King, ALVAREZ.
Okay, gentlemen, you understand the rules you fight under. You listen to me, you keep yourself protected. When I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Let's do it.
The wait is over. This is a rematch that Joe Rogan and others have said had to happen. And 14 months after the first meeting, it shall be done. Dustin Poirier, 21st UFC start against the former champion, the Underground King, Eddie Alvarez.
Ready. Good.
Our main event is underway. Tonight's Fight Clock is sponsored by Mile 22, starring Mark Wahlberg, in theaters August 17th.
Eddie Alvarez said he was going to throw leg kicks. He said there's no way that Dustin Poirier could have recovered that quickly after taking all that leg damage that he took from Justin Gaethje. Said he spoke to Justin Gaethje, and Gaethje said throw leg kicks.
And he feels like the leg kicks and also the body kicks are there when you're orthodox versus southpaw fighter. And that is the reality we have here tonight. Alvarez ripping the body effectively here early.
And you saw that in the fight against Gaethje. He did a fantastic job of throwing body strikes. And as the fight went longer, it wore on Justin Gaethje. Poirier usually fights very well at range. Real good with the jab. Straight left hand is his best strike.
Yep. Looked like maybe a clash of heads after Poirier landed the left hand, but thankfully nobody got opened up.
Poirier said this time when he got him hurt, he would take his time. He wouldn't rush so that he could get Eddie Alvarez out of there if he had the opportunity again.
Poirier sticks the jab and moves. About a minute gone by here in round 1 of a possible 5.
That's one of the things people don't notice about Dustin Poirier is he throws the jab, but that straight left hand comes out quick. He does not have to throw a jab before he throws the one, like throw a 1-2. He can just fire that left hand out there, and because he hits so hard, it has a damaging effect on his opponents.
Good to have you with us on Fox UFC Fight Night. John Anik, Daniel Cormier on hand here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. This our main event, the rematch between lightweight contenders Eddie Alvarez and Dustin Poirier. Nicely done there by Dustin, who now closes the distance. Alvarez rips the body and then goes upstairs. Alvarez doing a pretty good job following up the body shots here early tonight.
Alvarez had a lot of success with Gaethje going to the body, but they were conventional fighter versus conventional fighter. As a southpaw, it's a little bit harder to find that liver, but the southpaw kicking has a much easier time trying to find that liver shot that we saw Jose Aldo just finish Jeremy Stevens with.
The Poirier corner was expecting Alvarez to wrestle tonight. At least at times in this fight. Alvarez 12-0 takedown ratio in his UFC career. He has never been taken down. Poirier showboating a little bit. He's starting to find his range as we come up on 2 minutes here, round one.
It's because they're fighting at range. They're long, right? Dustin can be long on Eddie Alvarez. Eddie's very aware of this. He told us in the fighter meetings, I've got to get close when I'm fighting this kid. I cannot let him stay at range where he's comfortable. Got to make it dirty. But right now, he's staying at the end of Dustin Poirier's punches.
Poirier with a kick to the body. Short shots by Alvarez and a nice combination there.
And he's doing a really good job of countering as Dustin enters.
Alvarez feinted the shot. Unofficially 0 for 2 on his takedown attempts thus far.
Both fighters are much more patient this time.
Yep.
Really taking their time trying to find the shot. They know how durable and tough each of their opponent is, you know, so they've got to take their time.
And of course, that last fight at UFC 211 May of 2017 was only scheduled for 3 rounds. This a 5-round main event. Alvarez again realizing success to the body. Alvarez 1 for 4 on his takedowns in the first meeting. Body strikes on point for Eddie Alvarez early, coming up on 30 seconds to go round one.
Nice jab by Poirier. That right hand, he's throwing the jab, and sometimes he's throwing the right hand over the top. Good combination by Dustin. And he picks the pace up a little bit. Nice slip and rip by Alvarez.
Alvarez with some nice lands. Poirier counters. But a strong open for the former UFC champion. Round 2 straight ahead on Fox. Here in Calgary, somewhat of an interesting development in the corner of Eddie Alvarez. A lot of scar tissue, a lot of wars in his career. And Mark Henry urgently called for the cut man, who was not in there when Alvarez first took the stool, so they could attend to specifically that damage underneath the left eye.
That's coming from the jab. Poirier's doing a good job of throwing the jab and throwing that left straight. And even though he's not throwing it with 100% hard, you know, it's just landing. He's just touching him over and over again. Oh, nice spinning.
And that one landed.
Yes. Nice job by Alvarez. Good setup to that attack.
Poirier's chin held up as Alvarez attacks the body yet again. Nothing doing on that quick choke attempt by Eddie Alvarez, and Poirier gets back to his feet here early round 2. Level change from Alvarez. Poirier jumps working on a choke. Big wins from Alvarez.
Yeah, Alvarez is doing a good job, though. He's just pressed him into the fence, trying to stay calm. Poirier doesn't have it. He has to be smart here. Oh, it's under the arm. And he's trying to change the angle. Poirier's got to be very careful. Now he's starting to get deep. Nice job by Eddie Alvarez. That is a veteran. Been in the game a long time. Now Poirier has to be smart here. He can blow up his arm, right, or he can let this go.
And the pro-Alvarez crowd responds as Alvarez gets out of that choke attempt, or Dustin bails. 6 career wins by submission for Poirier. Has never had one by way of that guillotine. And now we'll see what Alvarez can do 90 seconds into this second round. A lot of energy expenditure on both sides, but for Dustin Poirier, burning out those arms a little bit, DC, you'd think, going for the guillotine.
Yeah, he did. You know, he was holding on to that guillotine, and Alvarez was kind of holding him up. But it looked like he was holding on to the fence as Dustin was trying to guillotine choke him here.
Okay, yeah, so we were just able to look at the replay of Eddie Alvarez seemingly grabbing the fence, and it looked like Mark Goddard, that's what he was urgently getting over there to stop. And now Alvarez with a dominant position, Poirier up against the fence.
Got him stacked up against the side of the octagon. Poirier's going to have to give his back to get to his fence. Yep. Alvarez slips a hook in. Poirier's going to have to go back to the mat here. He's going to have to go back to the mat. This is a neck crank.
Alvarez cranking the neck.
He's got a neck crank there. Poirier needs to be fighting the hands, though. He's got to relax and fight the hands.
That choke is not under the chin, so just a crank at this point.
Yeah, and it's just uncomfortable. It sucks. I'm not saying it doesn't suck. It does suck, but Poirier needs to fight the hands, though. He's not even attempting to fight the hands yet. jab. He's going to circle back into Alvarez. Alvarez right into the mount. Great grappling by Eddie Alvarez.
This is a round that has had a whole lot of different elements to it. Still 2 minutes to go.
See, it's tough for Alvarez to get big shots off, but he's controlling Poirier with his hips. Look at how much he's feeding his hips. Whereas he's not landing the big damage, but he's still able to actually move into it and keep it secure. But then he throws a 12 to 6 elbow. I mean, I don't understand how Eddie keeps making these mistakes this long into his career.
The elbow has to be on an angle.
Listen, you can't go 12 to 6. Not my rule, I have to call it. Don't go 12 to 6, okay? Come back in. Position's taken away.
Here's a look at the elbow.
Twice, okay?
Straight up and down. You cannot go straight up and down. It has to have an arch, or it has to turn in some way. You cannot go straight up and down, even if it's to the shoulder.
And Mark Goddard all over it. As such, Alvarez relinquishes the position. Back to the center of the octagon here. About 90 seconds to go, round 2. These guys just can't avoid controversy.
Big knee by Poirier. He's hurt. He hurt Alvarez. Alvarez is hurt again.
Alvarez tries to level change now, covering up. Round is only closed.
You see if Poirier takes his time like he said.
Big knees from Poirier. Alvarez dealing with some swelling with that left eye, and the pressure from Poirier continues.
You see him trying to take his time and find his shot a little bit better. Alvarez is done. Eddie Alvarez is done. Alvarez is still swinging though. Look at this. What a warrior, Eddie Alvarez. That's the Poirier finish.
That was it. Dustin Poirier closes the rivalry and knocks out Eddie Alvarez.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 5 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TK.